Wintertime trucking, what's going on everybody? You're watching the boy driving this wintertime in these elements. People out here really can't drive, so you got to be cautious of those people. Like the person right here to the right of me. He's doing all right though, he in his lane at least. We finna go ahead and get the boogie. We got a rack run we doing right now, so we trying to get there on time. We taking precautionary measures once again, as usual. Blinkers and everything. Watching lanes, staying safe. Out of a truck driver. We just got I think damn near 10 to 12 inches of snow out here. At least they do got the freeways. They did a pretty decent job with the freeways. Streets and the side streets is horrible. I mean, if you ain't got 4x4 or front wheel drive, or matter of fact, if you got 4x4, you ain't got no new tires on, you through. Front wheel drive, you got some old ball head tires, you stuck. You ain't going nowhere. Like my street looked like the graveyard for abandoned cars and shit. But we on 94 once again. We stay on 94. Still in Michigan, staying in Michigan on the local run today. We staying in the state. Actually, when I first got my CDLs, I forgot when I first got. I think it was like 2013 or 14, one of the two. I got my first CDL job in the wintertime. So I did my little 1 or 2 week training. Actually, I think it was 1 week training. And then they let me go. Now with the training I did awesome. You know, they was like, oh my man, okay. You know, I was getting praises and everything. So they turned me loose on my own. So I had a delivery on my own. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do my thing out here in the wintertime. There wasn't no snow on the ground, but it was, I guess, raining, and the temperature was pretty low. So I didn't take it into consideration. This is like my first time on my own in the wintertime. Driving down the street, and I ain't gonna even lie, I was going about 50 because I thought it was like raining. So I get to my stop, or my exit, I'm finna get ready to get off. The damn car started jackknifing, the truck started jackknifing. I said, oh my God, everything just went through my head. I had so many thoughts went through my head, like I'm finna die, I'm finna hurt somebody. And the miraculous thing about it is I had my Jake brakes on. So I didn't hit the brakes. I knew if I hit the brakes, I was gonna wind up in the ditch somewhere. So I didn't hit the brakes, my Jake brakes was on. And I swear to God, from the driver's side, I could look out the window and see the ass of the trailer. I'm like, man, I'm finna be messed. I'm finna lose my job. All time, I swear to God, it was like 1,000 thoughts went through my head. And then for some reason, something told me to scream out, stop, real loud. And the truck straightened up. You talking about somebody was happy? That was me. I was ecstatic. And I made it to the stop, you know what I'm saying? I felt that gave me like so much confidence. Like, I just did that. But at the same time, I really don't know how I did that, but I was just fortunate that, you know, I didn't hurt anybody. I wasn't hurting myself. The vehicle wasn't, you know what I'm saying, hurt at all. I didn't go in no ditch. Made it back, everything was intact. So that kind of gave me a lot of confidence, you know what I'm saying, as far as driving, you know what I'm saying, in these elements that I'm driving in right now. Now, as far as the people that, you know, I'm driving around, that's what I got to be considerate of, you know. That's like, you know, you don't know what type of mind frame they on or whatever's going on with them. So that's the main thing. Like this car right here coming up to the right. What the hell is he? Oh, he getting off the freeway. I was like, why would you be driving in all that snow like that? So I got another story for y'all too though. So I was bobtailing in the wintertime. This is probably like a year or two ago. Now I'm doing miraculous. I'm giving myself props because I was doing good. All of a sudden, I see this car on the left of me, on my passenger, on my driver's side. You're gonna slow down, I appreciate that. That's a good driver right there. So I see this car on the left of me. I see him kind of fishtailing and everything. I'm like, he's gonna lose control. Lo and behold, he lost control. So I'm like, he on his way over here to me. Now, the thing with that particular day, I had my Drake brakes on. Bob Taylor, I didn't have him on like 3. I had him on like 1. So I wasn't able to slow down and stop like I wanted to. And this bastard hit me. So I said, oh my God, I'm finna lose my job. Everything started going through your head when you get into an accident. Like, man, I'm finna lose my job. All types of thoughts go through your head. So he crashed, I crashed, he crashed into me. So I wound up he crashed into me, then I wound up crashing into the wall. So once I hit the wall, and he like on the side of me, I get out and look at him. I'm like, man, you fucked up. He was drunk off some pills or something. So I'm making sure he okay. I got 911 on the phone with me and everything. So then I get back in the truck and let 911 know, you know what I'm saying, that everything was okay. Just send the police or whatever y'all got to do. So I'm on the phone with 911. This bastard messed around and pulled off. I said, oh my God, I can't believe this. So I'm on the phone with 911 like, man, where the fuck is you going? He pulls off. So I'm talking to 911 like, what's finna happen now? They're like, well, I don't know what's gonna happen. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I'm not in trouble. I'm not at fault. And the proof of the pudding is he left the scene of the damn accident. So he had to be at fault. So I that was like one of the things that, you know what I'm saying, as far as driving these trucks in the wintertime, if it's not your fault, I believe, you know what I'm saying, you don't go on your record, because I don't believe it was on my record. So, I mean, I was kind of fortunate about that. And then I was on the phone with 911, and they heard everything that happened. They heard me, you know what I'm saying, cussing my mans out because he had crashed into me. I crashed into the wall. Then he winds up leaving the scene. So, I mean, the truck wasn't total. You know, only thing really happened with the truck was, it was some right side front damage to the passenger tire or whatever, or the right, you know what I'm saying, the right side of the front. So I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. So like a couple weeks later, I was able to drive that truck again. So I mean, that was a good thing. But I ain't gonna lie, I love driving trucks, man. I love, you know what I'm saying, just being in control. And actually, this is a question I got for a lot of truck drivers if y'all watching this video. What do you prefer, whether it be summertime or wintertime? Automatics or manual? Now, before I started driving, I'm driving the automatic now, but before I started driving the automatics, I was like bent on driving manuals consistently, or that's all I preferred to drive was a manual, for the simple fact the control that you have when you're driving the manual truck, as far as downshifting and slowing down and everything. You know, you can take the vehicle out of gear and slow down without the gears or I guess the motor still pushing the tires or whatever. That was like my main thing as far as with that. But now that I drive these newer manuals, I think the truck I'm driving now is like a 2018, 2019. I ain't gonna even lie, this truck out cold. You have so much control in it just with the Jake brakes on. And you can kind of, you know what I'm saying, maneuver a little bit better than you can, I hate to say it, versus a manual. So I mean, a lot of truck drivers, you know what I'm saying, especially if you're old school, you prefer that manual. But if you're new school and you started off, went to truck driving school in these automatics, then yeah, I'm pretty sure you would prefer driving an automatic. For the simple fact, you know, you don't have to worry about changing the gears and floating and all of this stuff, making sure you're staying in the right gear and all of that stuff. It's probably a little bit more simpler. But the only downfall I don't really like about driving these the automatics is when you backing up. You don't control the truck as much as you do when you have a manual. You know, you got accidents all over this motherfucker. But you got more control when you backing up in the manual versus the automatic, because you can't really hit the gas a little bit Because you hit a little bit, it's gonna be jerking and stuff like that. So that, I mean, that's like one of the bad things that I don't like about driving these automatics. But I ain't gonna talk y'all ear off, man. I just wanted y'all to see what's going on in these elements. We got like I said, 10 to 12 inches of snow. And we out here, you know what I'm saying, still making runs, making money, doing what we supposed to be doing out here. We going pretty fast too. The actual ETS for me getting to the ETA for me getting to my stop, you know, it's normally like an hour drive. They GPS said it'd be like, I guess because of these conditions out here, it'd probably be like, I guess like, I think it was like an hour and 50 minutes. So I mean, we're trying to get there at least an hour and 30 minutes. We can cut down on that being late. Be on time at this run. We started off early, like I say, it was a lot of elements outside, detouring. I ain't gonna even lie, when I got to the end of my block, I had to back up and go forward because it was kind of thick right there. And I got brand new tires. So that was kind of like the delay. And I woke up a little earlier because I knew it was gonna be bad out here. And this stuff still coming down. You probably can't see it, but it's coming down pretty good out here. Like I say, I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. Just wanna let y'all see what's going on. Oh yeah, if y'all want to, y'all can subscribe to the channel if y'all want to. If y'all want to. If y'all don't want to, you ain't got to. Just watch, see what's going on, especially for these young drivers out here. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a few more accidents, you know, in the process of going to our stop. You know, and I'm gonna make sure I do everything humanly possible that I can do so it's not me in one of those accidents. So I'm gonna keep my distance and play it safe. Like I say, I'm going about 45 in it. Ain't nobody really too much balling out here because it is treacherous out here. That's a good thing about what's going on right now. You know, it look like it ain't no traffic out here, but if you look across the westbound side, you know, there's traffic out here. They just not moving or going past nobody. Everybody staying in their lane. That's what I'm doing right now, trying to stay in my lane. L-A-N-E, lane. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out, y'all. This your boy JTP. Holla back.